Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's meeting, and welcome to all of our first responders that are in the audience and with us virtually today. So thank you very much, since it is National First Responder Day. Today is Monday, October 28th, 2024. The time now is 6:02, and I will call to order this regular meeting of the Town of Mead Board of Trustees. In accordance with the town's remote participation and remote meeting policy adopted by the Board of Trustees on March 13th, 2023, by resolution number 21-R-2023, remote participation will be allowed. The meeting link has been provided on the town's website, designated posting place 24 hours prior to this meeting. I'd like to remind everyone present, both in person and virtually, of the town's general guidelines for public comment at open meetings and public hearings. The guidelines are available online and on the entry table. There are two public comment opportunities on the agenda for persons in attendance at Town Hall to address the board. The first is limited to items on the agenda, and the second public comment opportunities allow any subject, whether it is on the agenda or not, to be addressed. Mary, roll call, please.
Mayor Whitlow.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright.
Here.
Trustee Broadhead.
Here.
Trustee Adams.
Here.
Trustee Harris.
Here.
Trustee Parr.
Here.
Trustee Schranz.
Here.
Mayor Whitlow, today is Monday, October 28th, 2024, and you do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Please join me in a moment of silence for those fighting cancer and for those loved ones who we have lost to this disease. Thank you very much for your time. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next is review and approve agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda this evening? Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda as is. Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Trustee Adams.
Yes.
Trustee Broadhead.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright.
Yes.
Trustee Harris.
Yes.
Trustee Schranz.
Yes.
Trustee Parr.
Yes.
Mayor Whitlow.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. We have an agenda for this evening. I will turn the microphone over to our town manager for her report.
Thank you, Mayor. Trustees, you have my report. There are a few things I'd like to highlight. First of all, if you haven't voted, please vote. I just read before this meeting, about 1 million people have turned their ballots in Colorado. At this time in 2020, 1.8 million had turned them in. So we're about 2 to 1 behind. I think it might be the length of the ballot. If any of you have voted, it does take a while if you read all of the blue book on that. So, and just quickly, I always include where we are with single family building permits, just as a check-in. We're running almost hand in glove with where we were last year. We're on par to do probably 110, 120 single family homes, similar to last year. Also, I did want to let you know we are going to move Coffee with the Mayor out to Public Works starting this Saturday. We are spilling out of this room. And we're concerned that we can't cram all the people in there. So we want to give a little elbow room. We will get that out on social media so people are aware. We plan to move it there for the foreseeable future. And then ultimately it will be over here at our new community center when it opens next year. The other thing I want to make you aware of, I hope you read in the report, but Mountain View Fire is going to do car seat checks the third Thursday of every month, right here across the street at the gravel lot. Third Friday. I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. The third Friday, and you can call them for an appointment. You can also, a lot of people maybe have a new car seat and they weren't sure, and they'll install it for you. So that's exciting that they're adding that to what they do. You can, by the way, stop in the fire department and have them put one in for you. I know I've done it before. So, but that's all I have.
Questions or comments for Helen? All right, seeing none. Thank you very much, Helen. Okay, we'll move on to our informational items for this evening. The first one is Built for Mead by our Public Information Officer, Community Engagement Director, Lorelei Nelson. You have the podium and welcome.
Thank you. I do have a presentation tonight. All right, so I wanted to provide a brief overview of economic development and primarily Built for Mead and what we've done this year. We started the year by further developing our website. So you may remember this started off as a one-page website. We've now expanded that so all the pages have their own site. It gives us more room and availability to add stuff. The locate, start, and expand page is new. We have a resource page, and then we have our business success stories page. Additionally, this year we added AudioEye to ensure that this site is also ADA compliant per the state regulations. Next slide. I will say of the changes that we've made, the success story page is my favorite. We compiled all of our business success stories into one page so you can view all the videos. And each one has its own bio. So if you click on the video, it'll go to a bio of the business and it gives you a brief overview of why they came to Mead, what they love about Mead, different things like that. Next slide. Additionally, we've added a content collection. So we have a Flickr website. It is open to the public. So all of the content that the town has gathered, in addition to all the videos and photography that Slate has done, is all compiled into one area. So we have 323 photos, 168 videos. So this includes the success stories, but additionally aerial footage, event footage, everything that we've done in the last 3 years. So it's really nice to have that all in one place. We can take stuff off of there for town engagement. Additionally, this link is sent out to businesses so they can use that collateral to help advertise their business and promote their video and promote the town. Next slide. This year, we started our marketing campaigns for Built for Mead. We went with iHeartMedia this summer. And we had just under 700,000 impressions. We did this through clickable ads and audio ads, so podcasts. Next slide. So you'll see this an example of our display ad. This is what was running on iHeartMedia, going into people's computers or their phones. This is one example. We also did Spanish versions. And then our audio ads, so our podcasts. iHeartMedia pushes this out to all podcasts. So whether you're listening to a podcast on Spotify or Apple, those in our specific demographic, the folks that we were trying to reach with this, would hear those audio ads. Next slide. Right now, we are running a LinkedIn campaign. We are hoping to get about a 1.6 million impressions, folks that we're reaching through this. And we are doing, it's very similar to Facebook, how you boost posts. We're doing that. And then we're also doing CTV, which is connected TV. Folks that have smart TVs or computers that are on LinkedIn, through that will get one of our videos pushed through them as a commercial type. Next. This is an example of what they look like. So you'll see the LinkedIn feed ads and then the CTV ads. There's 2 videos for our CTV ads. Our location one, they're the ones that fit the timeline. It needs to be in about a minute. So going into next year, if this is something that we see good response with, we'll edit the videos that we have that we currently have to make it fit into that 1 minute timeline. Next slide. These are our business spotlight videos that we've done this year. So we did Redemption Road Coffee, Josie's Tacos and Hamburgers, and then Lean and Tree. We have Renee's Garden scheduled for November 5th. And then we are in, we're looking at TBK Bank to do one tentatively in December. I would like to note that Josie's Tacos and Hamburgers, we did 2 videos with that. We did an English version and a Spanish version. So she did 2 interviews, one in English and one in Spanish. And so it was fun to do that. And the Spanish version of our marketing got significantly popular hits and clicks. So we want to, keep pushing our advertisement into that market. Next slide. Additionally, this year we added our business and marketing specialist. Mark started in August. He's really been focusing on being the conduit with Slate and helping guide Built for Mead in the right direction. He's been doing a lot of business visits. So every week he's going out and talking to business owners all throughout the town, chatting with them, figuring out ways we can collaborate, how we can do better with our economic development, and just bouncing ideas off of each other, which has been really successful. He's also attending DRC, and he is planning the business events and workshops. So we have ribbon cuttings going on in November and December. And so he's taking the lead on that and cooperating and coordinating with the businesses. This year we had quite a few business events. You'll remember our Quick Trip ribbon cutting. We did a ribbon cutting for Red Barn in conjunction with the Mead Chamber. We had a Club Car Wash grand opening. We are also doing a Marketing 201 with Slate in November. That is in addition to the workshop that we've done a couple of times, just a little bit, giving businesses a little bit more strategic advice on how to promote their businesses through social media and the website. We are planning Renee's Garden ribbon cutting and tour for November 5th. The town and TBK Bank are collaborating on a business appreciation event for December 4th. And then we will have the Leaning Tree ribbon cutting and tour in December. Next slide. So what we're looking at in 2025, Mark is looking to do a business newsletter. So this would be similar to the Mead Messenger, but directly to business folks here in town and those that are interested in doing business in town. And we're planning on doing that quarterly until the need for more newsletters develops. We're also collaborating with the Colorado Small Business Development Center. And we're looking to do more collaboration with the chamber, possibly site and location tours, letting folks know that are interested in doing business in the town, where the properties are, and just giving them a better idea of what Mead is all about. And then we are also looking at business workshops, finance topics with TBK, and then cybersecurity for businesses. So up next, we are planning on doing more success stories. We have 4 outlined so far. Sweet Flower, which is a flower shop that's opening up on Main Street. We've been talking to her since about last year, when she was a home-based business, and she's really interested in doing a video. We'd like to get Gopher Gulch, Ritchie Brothers has shown interest, as well as Doug's Diner. As far as the website, we're gonna enhance our business listing, our business directory. There's still some work to be done in that, just to make it a little bit more palatable. We'd also like to add an event calendar. So this would be local business events if they're having a grand opening or a nonprofit event, things like that. We would want to advertise that on there. And we also want to work on the available properties. Right now we have it there, but it's a little bit difficult to navigate. So we want to flesh that out a little bit. And then additionally, we'll be looking at marketing campaigns with iHeartMedia and ESPN to do similar OTT, so commercial-based advertisement, click ads, and then podcasts. Any questions?
A lot. Come a long way. Questions, comments for Lorelei? All right, thank you.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks for the update. And tell Mark, welcome aboard. I know he's been here for a while, but tell him welcome. All right. Drum roll, please. Recognition of our trustee, Deb Broadhead, tonight. She has served the town of Mead for over 20 years. Did you know that? Over 20 years. I'd like to personally thank you for your service. And we have prepared a proclamation and a short video in honoring of your service. And I've asked trustee Harris to read the proclamation tonight.
Proclamation honoring the service and dedication of Deborah Broadhead, October 2024. Whereas Deborah Broadhead has been a dedicated resident of the town of Mead, exemplifying commitment and service to the community for over 3 decades. And whereas Deborah Broadhead was first appointed to the Mead Board of Trustees in 1993, where she began her distinguished career in public service, followed by her election to the board in 1994, serving with distinction until 1998. And whereas recognizing her passion for the betterment of Mead, trustee Broadhead chose to further serve her community by taking on a professional role within the town in 1998. And whereas in April 2004, Deborah Broadhead was once again elected to the Mead Board of Trustees, where she continued her dedicated service through 2 consecutive terms from 2004 to 2008 and 2008 to 2012, demonstrating steadfast leadership and commitment to the town's growth and prosperity. And whereas Deborah Broadhead returned to elected office in April 2016, once again earning the trust and confidence of the residents of Mead, and was reelected in April 2020, serving her community through November 24 with the same unwavering dedication and passion that has characterized her service throughout the years. And whereas through her various terms and roles within the town of Mead, Deborah Broadhead has been instrumental in guiding the town through periods of growth and change, always placing the well-being and success of the community at the forefront of her efforts. And now, therefore, Colleen Whitlow, mayor of the town of Mead, Colorado, does hereby recognize and honor Deborah Broadhead for her outstanding service, dedication, and contributions to the town of Mead, and extend our deepest gratitude for her unwavering commitment to our community, given under her hand and seal of the town of Mead, Colorado, on this 28th day of October 2024.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the signing of this proclamation?
I'll move to approve the signing of the proclamation.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Mary.
Trustee Parr,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright,
Yes.
trustee Harris,
Yes.
trustee Adams,
Yes.
trustee Schranz,
Yes.
trustee Broadhead,
Yes.
Mayor Whitlow.
Yes. Thank you very much. Motion carries the signing of this proclamation. And now can we see the video? Wow. Thank you very much, Deb. I would like to invite the trustees down for a picture with Deb to receive the proclamation.
I have to give credit to the pictures to Lorelai. Come on, she does the great videos. Lorelai does them. She did a great job.
Great job, Lorelai. Definitely need that.
Before we do that, I'd like to present Deb with my point. So thank you very much. Hold it there. And then thank you very much for all of your work. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, because I am retired. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's get that around. Thank you. Thank you, Deb, again. Thanks, everyone, for your time tonight. And thank you, Trustee Harris, for reading the proclamation. Thank you, Lorelai, for putting up the video. And Mary, thank you for all you did to coordinate all this. So thank you very much. All right, we'll move on to our proclamation. The first one is our Native American Heritage Month of November 2024. And I've asked Trustee Adams to read this proclamation.
Proclamation Native American Heritage Month, November 2024. Whereas the history and culture of our great nation have been significantly influenced Native American and Indigenous people. And whereas the contributions of Native Americans have enhanced the freedom, prosperity, and greatness of America today. And whereas their customs and traditions are respected and celebrated as part of a rich legacy throughout the United States. And whereas in 1990, President George H.W. Bush approved a joint resolution designating November 1990 National American Indian Heritage Month. Similar proclamations under variants of the name, including Native American Heritage Month and National American Indian and Alaskan Native Heritage Month, have been issued each year since 1994. And whereas in honor of Native American Heritage Month, statewide celebrations, as well as numerous cultural, artistic, educational, and historic activities have been planned. And now, therefore, Colleen Whitlow, Mayor of the Town of Mead, do hereby proclaim the month of November 2024 as Native American Heritage Month, given under her hand and seal of the Town of Mead, Colorado, on this 28th day of October 2024.
Thank you very much, Trustee Adams. Is there a motion to approve the signing of this proclamation?
A motion to approve the signing of the proclamation.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Mary.
Trustee Broadhead,
Yes.
trustee Parr,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright,
Yes.
trustee Trans,
Yes.
trustee Adams,
Yes.
trustee Harris,
Yes.
Mayor Whitlow.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. I will now sign the proclamation and hand this over to our retired sort of trustee, who is the regent of Daughters of American here. All right, thank you very much. We'll move on to our second proclamation of this evening. It's the Law Enforcement Records Personnel Week, November 4th through the 8th of 2024. I've asked Trustee Trans to read the proclamation.
Law Enforcement Records Personnel Week, November 4th through November 8th, 2024. Whereas dedicated law enforcement records personnel serve the citizens of Colorado to provide them with vital services, and whereas law enforcement records personnel are crucial to assisting law enforcement agencies identify, pursue, capture, and process suspects, and whereas these professionals continually use their expertise and experience in the maintaining criminal justice statistics and improving apprehension strategies. And whereas law enforcement records personnel serving the town of Mead have exhibited professionalism, efficiency, and compassion during the performance of their essential duties in the past year. And whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel who staff law enforcement records is materially influenced by the people's attitude and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. And whereas the state of Colorado has previously designated the second week in November to recognize law enforcement records personnel. Now therefore, Colleen Whitlow, Mayor of the town of Mead, does hereby proclaim November 4th through November 8th, 2024 as Law Enforcement Records Personnel Week in recognition of the vital services they perform. Given under her hand and seal of the town of Mead in Colorado on the 28th day of October, 2024.
Thank you, trustee Trans. Is there a motion to approve the signing of this proclamation?
I'll move to approve the signing of that proclamation.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Mary.
Trustee Shranz,
Yes.
trustee Adams,
Yes.
trustee Broadhead,
Yes.
trustee Parr,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright,
Yes.
trustee Harris, Mayor Whitlow.
Yes, thank you very much. Motion carries. Chief Newbanks, please extend our heartfelt thanks to Michelle and all the work that she does to keep us on track. Thank you very much. All right, we'll move on to our public comment, the first public comment tonight. We welcome any item that's on the agenda tonight. We will also take comments for this items not on the agenda during the second public comment, number 11. The board will listen to your comments and take them into consideration. If you desire a conversation, please email the board or the town manager or attend the monthly coffee with the mayor. If you wish to speak during this public comment period, please adhere to the town's general guidelines. Please start by stating your full name and address for the record. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to address the Board of Trustees. If you are representing a group, you will have 5 minutes. Is there anyone here in the audience that would like to speak to the public, to the Board of Trustees on any agenda item? Seeing none, we'll move on to our consent agenda. The consent agenda contains items which are considered routine and are approved with one motion and vote. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve the consent agenda as is.
I second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright,
Yes.
trustee Adams,
Yes.
trustee Harris, trustee Shranz,
Yep.
trustee Broadhead,
Yes.
trustee Parr,
Yes.
Mayor Whitlow.
Thank you very much. Yes is for me. Motion carries. Thank you very much, staff, for this consent agenda. This is really exciting for all the things that we've done. Erica, thank you very much for putting this all together. Thank you, Helen, too. And we're moving along with the trails and the extension for all this pedestrian travel. So thank you very much. All right, we'll move to the second public comment of the evening. We have no further other general business, so we will go ahead and go to this next agenda item. We'll follow the same rules as previously stated. Would anyone like to comment at this time on anything that's on the agenda or not? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to elected official reports. Any town trustees would like to speak to report on anything? Okay. Deb. Deb and then Dave.
I mentioned this to Mary a while back that when the new police department gets built, if it would be a possibility to use the old police department for records, instead of using an outsource to store them. If you're not gonna tear it down or thing, that would be a good place to store the town records.
Good idea.
Okay?
Thank you. I was just going to finish up the follow-up to what I had mentioned before with, I completed the Police Citizens Academy. I highly recommend that if anybody else comes back around next year, I highly recommend it. It was very educational. Chief and the commander did an outstanding job at giving us a better understanding of what the grueling tasks are that they have to go through in order to deal with the public on a daily basis. Just the training and the knowledge and the understanding of the laws And every year there's new laws, obviously, that get passed. They get a new booklet that's yay thick that they have to keep up on. It is quite a process, and just how they go about the training. Now I have a better understanding of why they do so much training. It's not just about being able to, go after a bad person, but it's also just how to deal with public, how to deal with people in crisis, how to deal with people that just need to be heard. It was very inspirational, great learnings. I came away with a lot of understanding, and I appreciate everything you guys did. Thank you.
Thanks for taking out the time of your work schedule to go too. I know it's kind of hard when you have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and do that too at night. Anything else, guys? All right. I attended the State of the County, which was really interesting and it was our very first one. There was almost 200 people in attendance out at the Ames Community College, which is a fabulous place. And it was just wonderful. They did a really good job of stating a lot of improvements and a lot of goals that they set, but they mentioned the town of Mead on 2 separate occasions. High Plains Boulevard, and the work that we've done with I-25. So it was great to be invited and to be recognized during that venue. Wednesday night is the county dinner. I invite everyone to go there. I know that some people can't go. Hopefully the weather will be okay for us to drive there and back. But it'll be a good thing. And they're going to have a presentation by the planning department, correct? Coffee with the Mayor Saturday, and I will be attending the gala for the St. Vrain School District that evening. And then we've got the ribbon cutting on November 4th. Election is November 5th. Oh, wait, excuse me. November 4th is the marketing at the Merc at 6 p.m. And excuse me, the election is November 5th, and we'll do the ribbon cutting on the November 5th at Renee's Garden. So excited, guys. All right. So that's enough for me. All right. Could we just have a few minutes for recess to congratulate Deb on a haul of her 20 years and have a little bit of celebration? So can we just do that for a couple minutes? So could we just stop the recording for a couple minutes and enjoy her while we have her? Thank you very much. We're back from recess. From recess. We took a little time tonight to celebrate a wonderful woman who has been with the town of Mead in her public service for over 20 years. We'd like to say once again, thank you very much for Trustee Broadhead and all the years that you served alongside with most of us up here for many years. So thank you very much, ma'am. Really appreciate it. All right, we are going into executive session and pursuant to CRS 24-6-4024F to discuss personal matters for which the employee has consented. Town manager review. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
Motion, we go into executive session. Oh, that's right.
Have to read it.
That's what I'm not finding.
I know. Let me find it.
It's on the back of this paper. It's on the back of your paper.
Oh, good.
Yeah, grab that.
I motion we go into executive session pursuant to CRS 24-6-4024F to discuss personal matters for which the employee has consented. Town manager review.
Second,
Thank you. Roll call, please, Mary.
Trustee Shranz,
yes.
trustee Adams,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cartwright,
Yes.
trustee Harris,
Yes.
trustee Parr,
Yes.
trustee Broadhead,
Yes.
Mayor Whitlow.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. The time now is 6:48. And we will turn off the recording and adjourn to executive session. We will restart the recording for the executive session.